Hello guys, welcome back to another interesting online tutorial. In today's tutorial we are going to be making a peplum soap, a pinafore peplum soap. First of all, we are going to cut the peplum first. The measurements I'm going to be working with is my waist is 34 plus 1.5 to make it 35. This is the top length, which is 26. Shoulder to waist is 17.5. The radius is waist circumference to divided by 6.28. My waist is 34. So plus 2. Plus 1.5 is 35.5. So divided by 6.28, I'll have 5.65, approximately 5.7. So I'm going to be cutting my waist, my half length minus my top length is half length is 17.5 minus 26. I have 8.5. The 8.5, I'll add like 2 inches to it to make it 10.5 because I want the peplum to be a bit long, not too long but a bit long. So I'll go ahead and do that. This is my waist circumference and my length. The length of the peplum is 10.5. This is the waist circumference. Here you take it round 5.7. This is it. So I'll go ahead and cut it now. So right now I want to cut the upper part, the pinafore part of it. I've cut the peplum and the lining. I cut lining so that in order to finish it up neatly with the edges, so that I can beneath a bit. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to measure the upper part. My half length is 17.5. I'm going to make it 18. I'll mark 18 across this folding. 18. So after that, I'll measure my shoulder. My shoulder divided by 2. My shoulder is 16. Divided by 2, I have 8. Plus half inch that I'm going to use to sew it in. This is it. Then here on my waist, I'm going to come in by, this is 8.5 here. I'll come in by 1 inch. This way. So I will have 7.5 at the waist. That 7.5, it includes my sewing allowance. Then I'm going to have it marked like this. At the waist, okay, yeah, 7.5. Right now, I'll go ahead and input my neckline, which is 3. I'll make it 3 by 3 because it has a collar on the neckline. So with this 3 by 3, I will have my cut. This is my basic neckline. Then here, I'll mark 1.5 for the shoulder slope. With this, then I'm going to have it curved down a bit. I'm going to have, I came in by 1 inch, but I want it to be more inside. This is 7.5. We have 8.5 here, and I came in by, I want to come in by 2. So right now I will have 6.5. With this 6.5, so that the pinafore can be well pronounced, it will show well. So we have to come in more. And this includes, by the time I will sew it finished, I should have like maybe 5 or 5.5. So here, now that I've gotten my neckline, I'll come in here. I'll go in by here at the half length. I'll go in by 1/2 inch. Then I'll mark it down from the neckline this way. So I'll go ahead and cut it. So here we have the back. This is the back and this is the front. The front is in 2 pieces. So I'm going to cut lining. The back, I use the front to cut the back as well. So it's of the same length, nothing much there. So I'll cut the lining, then I'll show you the next stage, the next process. So right now I've sewn the lining with the fabric, but I'm here to turn it. I'm going to shape this place. I'll shape it this way just to have it curve a bit. Like this. Then I'll go ahead and close it up with the lining. Then I'll now turn it out. I'll join the fabric, the shoulder. So I join the lining as well, the same way. Fabric to fabric, lining to lining. Then I'm going to go ahead and measure what I have on the neck. Whatever I have on the neck, I'll divide this by 4 so that I will use to cut the collar. Whatever I have here, I'll divide it into 4. I have 16.25. Then I'll fold my, this is what I have here. I'll fold it into 2 this way. Then I will have my 4, the radius. I'll have my 4 to be measured out. I want the width of my collar, I don't want it to be more than 1.5. So I'll have, this is 4, I'll measure the 4 round. So once I've done that, then I'll go ahead and measure 2.25. By the time I sew it finish, I just want to have 1.5 as my collar. So when you sew it finish and you see it's a bit too wide, you can adjust it. So I'll go ahead and cut this. So I'll cut one more of this. Then I'll put paper stay, gum stay, whatever you have, you can put it just to have it to be firm a bit on the neck. I'll go ahead and do that. So right now I've sewn the 2 together. This is the collar. I've sewn it. Then here I will join it with this one. Then I will use the lining to turn it this way. It will go like this. You can sew from the middle. It's always advisable to sew it from the middle. Then it will go around this way and come this way. Then after that, I will now use the lining to turn it. Then let me join the neckline and show you the neck. So right now I've joined the collar with the fabric. So I'm going to use the lining to turn the collar to give it a bit of neat finishing. So you find the middle of this collar and notch it. Then the next thing is to you have your collar this way. This is the back. mash it up, then join it to the collar, then you sew it with the front parts, turn the front parts and this way as well. So right now I've joined the next thing we are going to do is to put the band. This is the band. I cut a strip of 2 inches. This is 2 inches. Then I folded this with an iron. I folded this in with 1/2 inch. Then I put a paper stay. You know, I said it earlier. I put a paper stay here. Then I will hold this place down. I will sew it down to hold the lining together. Then I will now put this inside like this. I will now sew it down to the. I will sew it with the flare. So when I'm done, I will show you the outcome. So right now I'll finish up with the flare, the down part. So the next thing we are going to do is to join this with the flare. What you are going to do is you will notch the middle of this. I've already notched it. You will notch it, then you will mark the middle part of the flare as well. Once you have marked it, then you put the upper part on it this way. You make sure it matches with the middle that you have marked. You mark it, then you pin it down. You pin it, then this as well, the front. You make sure the front part matches with this. Okay, this way. It matches. It will be on it like 1/2 inch. So the 1/2 inch that we added earlier. So once you do that, you go ahead and sew it on it, or you sew from the. You go ahead and sew it this way. You sew on the top of it. I think we are ready to go with our tutorial. So you sew on it 1/2 inch. On the 1/2 inch you added earlier, you sew on this way, then this as well. I'll go ahead and do that and show you the outcome. So here is the outcome. It's all looking beautiful. Once you sew yours, tag us on our Facebook page at CH Guide Fashion Home. Thank you. See you in the next class.